Like to call on Khaoula El Khatib. If you can please on your screen, and I would make you a co-host, then you can share your screen.
So, greeting again from Morocco. My name is Khaoula El Khatib, a PhD student in agrobiodiversity and genetic resources. So today I will try to take you into a journey where I'm showing you or present for you one of my preliminary results about Acorn-based food traditional consumption categories in northern Morocco. So for the plan, I will start with a short introduction. Then I will show for you the methodology of the study. Then I will try to discuss with you the result, and I will close up with a brief conclusion. So, over the worldly historical period of humanity, oak tree forest has played a major role in food security, providing a wide range of diversified elements of climate resilience. So, oak have always been held in high esteem in popular tradition. In this regard, more particularly the American people or Indians, extract a wide variety of ingredients from acorn. So in this regard, and the same context, the Mediterranean heritage has shown a great diversity of acorn consumption categories. So over several historical periods, as you can see here over you, an elderly woman trying to prepare a couscous from acorn-based food in Tipaza, Algeria. And so, through this study, we will try we found actually through the study we found that acorn-based food literature is outdated and presented sporadically and incomplete actually. So that's why we will try to highlight historical acorn recipes on the Mediterranean region, and then indicates the main location of Kirkus tree in Morocco. And let's, in that list, gather as much data as possible in current and heritage categories of acorn-based food. Sorry. So for the methodology, we collected our bibliographic data by through a systematic review, developing a research question in order to define the inclusion and exclusion criteria. Then for the second step, ethnographic data were gathered through informal and semi-structured interviews with 31 people in first stage in 4 rural areas and in 3 weekly markets of northern Morocco. So the qualitative analysis was carried out using in vivo software after the interviews had been transcribed, the coding strategy adopted, and the code collected and labeled. And then, by obtaining the results, we were able to structure and visualize our finding as follows. So for the geographical location of caucus tree in Morocco. Uh, After processing and analyzing the data collected, I've identified the presence of six species in Morocco, divided to two groups, sclerophyll groups and deciduous group. So it appears from the table in front of you that the Quercus ilex is the one cover all the main region of the kingdom, from the reef to the anti-atlas. By the surface, covered with an average of surface of over 1 million hectares. Then we have the Quercus which is only whisper from reef to the high atlas, or to the Atlas, over the 100,000 hectares. However, for the other species are sporadically present in the reef, with the exception of Quercus zine, which is also found in some area of Middle Atlas, as it appears in the table. So moving to the next slide, we consider the categories conception of acorn in northern Morocco. The results obtained has from the ethnographical data has shown or given an idea about the acorn conception, which say that fresh acorn consumption are the most consumpted category, and the older people are sometimes eat them boiled, and the most of cases. And moving to the next slide, here we have the popular categories of acorn consumption in rural area of Morocco. So it could be consumed boiled, or grilled, toasted, or some people told me about the possibility of making acorn soup and the cake. Also, and there's the possibility of making couscous and semolina and based acorn. Always we talk about acorn. So there's also who's used to make coffee and yeast from acorn, and even butter. So here we have some statistical data or results. So each category here was cited by the interviewers in different percentage. So from the table, we can indicate that the most cited category was the boiled acorn with 48%. Then we found that coffee, butter, semolina, couscous cake combined, or acorn combined with amlo sometimes, it's only cited by a low percentage of 3%. So here we had some analysis showed that acorn were traditionally consumed in past, like bread, flour, or in some cases it could be combined with the wheat flour with 9% of cetacean. Then we had the yeast-based preparation with cited with by 6% from interviews. That finally this food-based acorn was cited by 2% or 3%. So as you can, so the single most striking result to emerge from the literature based on archaeological and ethnographical and historical evidence of traditional acorn consumption basic diet and the Mediterranean heritage and region. In this respect, we have clustered the conception of acorn-based food in Mediterranean into 4 main categories. So, as the following, we have the first one is acorn pastries, and we can find acorn flour, Acorn breed, flat breed, Acorn cake, couscous of Acorn. The second cluster include 4 different type of drinks. We had Acorn coffee from Italy, or even there's some people cited it from Germany. And we have workers of Arab, Palamud of from Turkish. And finally, the last and not the least, the coffee from as the French inventory. And moving to the 2 last cluster, we had white acorn, like acorn soup, acorn porridge, boiled acorn as oil. And then for the last one, we have founded some acorn recipes, like roasted acorn in ash. Acorn seeds are even more used for stuffed heart, and sometimes boiled acorn used in pie. And finally, we had found boiled acorn with fried chicken pieces coated with egg. So the acorn is no longer part of the modern diet as it's seen and known, but it's still present in the memories of some of our society elders. So acorn is an important food sources in the past, and what means it is an interesting candidate for the future. And as the part of MediCornet project, we are creating an online survey that aims to reach out to ancient culinary traditions through the Mediterranean region by collecting historical and modern acorn recipes to explore the possibility of including acorn as a novel and healthy ingredient to our diet. So the question is, can acorn be introduced into the modern diet and become staple food to ensure food security? And finally, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to take part in our online survey using the following link or scan. And thank you for your attention. And I will remain for you this link if you have a time to take just a moment to complete the survey. And thank you again.
Thank you very much. If you could please put the survey link in the chat box, so we could
All right. Okay.
share
Great.
it our network. I think that would be nice. And please, if you can
Yeah,
also
of
email
course.
you can email the Brain Institute the link so that we can share with our network.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you for your presentation. Very insightful, very well detailed, very scientific. The methodology is very, very clear. Would love to take some questions, but because of our time and because of other people that are waiting, we will not be able to take any questions at this time.